Alright, back with more classic content. Been a while since we've actually just been doing the good old classic climb, so pretty excited to be back to it. Actually, we had our day with mercenaries, which was fine. Played a bit more of it off stream afterwards. I got some gripes with the mode. Got a good number of gripes, but whatever. We only used our Hearthstone gold, no money for it. And who knows? We might get a little bit more fun out of it still as time goes on. Just if the PvP ever gets interesting, maybe we'll give it a go. But yeah, it was fun for at least the day, the launch day, kind of figuring things out. And then once you kind of get it all figured out, I don't know, didn't look so much fun. But if I remember correctly, we were doing... Jesus. We were doing pretty well in this climb. Now, I think we just want some lower... Consecrate's too good against Zoo. Want some lower curve stuff, but I think we're either on a win streak, or like if we win this, it might put us into a win streak. Something like that. Okay. There's a good chance we still roll that out and then maybe don't swing or something.
Do you need a blessing?
Yeah, we'll have to see how this all shakes out. I don't want to coin out the Squire. But I think this is the move, and we can think about coin Consecrate next turn. Hey, what's up, Nolan? Welcome back. Okay, that was all kinds of strange. Yeah, see, stuff like that is what makes it difficult. Because we can just, like, coin the true silver, hit as well, and save the Consecrate. I think that's the play. It's kind of a difficult thing, though, honestly, because, like, in some sense, if you focus too much on board clear with, like, weapons and minions, you're going to invalidate your Consecrates. But on the other hand, if you use them too early and they've got lots of stuff they can spam the board with, then you're just sad you kind of wasted the card, you know? Very good draw, actually. Same thing. Could Consecrate. Don't really like it. I think this is the move. Actually gonna save that. Again, because we've got the Consecrate. It's a very favorable trade. I can't think of too much that this would buff that we would really hate. Like, Doomguard at 7 or 8 health is gonna be horrible. Either way. Hopefully it's buffs. Yes, the golem. Yeah, now I think we're in great shape. That's fine. That we should have, if we were smart, swung first. Yeah, I don't think that's really gonna matter. Whoa! Not often that you see that. It's not unheard of. Though I do think it's worth trading the bubble day. So yeah, that play only really punishes us if somehow we lose by 1. But generally, you're gonna like. I was gonna say clear or take control of the board, and then none of that matters. Wow, and that's actually relevant because a consecrate would have been nice. Has your day been? Good. Pretty uneventful so far. Fuck. I think we actually have to do this, which is really bad. Yeah, I haven't really done too much. Had some coffee. Played a bit of Mercenaries while I was having my coffee this morning, but mode is it gets stale pretty quick. So yeah, other than that, not a lot. What about you, Nolan? So now this face damage that we're taking is actually concerning. More stale than classic? Yeah. Still more stale than classic. Alright, we definitely consecrate. This actually does help a little bit, swinging face. If he Doom Guards and then taps into an abusive, that'd be lethal without the swing. Been chilling, days been flying. Oh yeah, because you're off, that's right. Yeah, this point should just be all about rest and relaxation. Alright, I guess we just make this trade. Who knows what this is? This could be some like really high cost thing, or like maybe it's got like a Hellfire or something. When you're running a goofy deck like this, who knows? Were you PvPing? I did a little bit of PvP, but there's a huge problem with PvP. Actually, there's so many problems with it. The first big problem is that you're mainly facing bots. They added in to their matchmaking, like if it doesn't find you a suitable match, it just matches you with like an AI that's supposed to be good for your rank. And so I was winning like every game, which is really, really stupid. So I went back to PvE, started leveling my stuff up, and then I just had like 6 heroes at level 30. So I was like, okay, let me try this PvP thing again, see how it is. And I think a lot of players are there now. And then I started hitting players, but like it's either I steamroll bots or I play players who like they're all level 30 guys, but all their abilities are levels higher than mine, and so it just felt like totally unwinnable. But I also don't have like a good composition for PvP. It's just like 6 random, well, not random, but you know, kind of the first 6 heroes I'd started to work with. So I think I'm still gonna. It's probably not going to take too much more time now that I understand how you're supposed to like level guys up and stuff like that. I think I'll try to get 6 decent heroes that work a little bit better together. Because I've got good ones, they're just not all leveled up. So I think you don't keep True Silver in this matchup. Argent Protector can be very good. Let's see. So I think I'll do that and then revisit PvP and see if maybe I start to like it a bit more. Does seem like a problem, basically pay to win. So it's not even, I don't think it's even that pay to win. I think it's just like really monotonous, shitty grinding that it rewards. It's also maybe even bugged to be more grindy than it's supposed to be. So like, they have those bounties, right? You pick like a bounty that you're supposed to. Okay, we get that anyway. A bounty you run through, and then when you finish, you get like a rewards chest, and each bounty will have like 3 heroes, I think. Maybe 4 in some of them. And it says like, oh, you'll get rewards for your for the heroes in your party plus 1 of these randomly, which makes it seem like out of those 3 or whatever, you'll get those randomly, but like it's reversed. Alright, I think we do this again. We kind of risk some juggler play here. But I also think that that bump is so bad. Is it? Maybe we just take the bump. Set up a consecrate, because it's a true silver. Yeah, let's just do that. So yeah, it's reversed. You only get 1 of the people in your party for sure, and then the rest just seems kind of random. Then I think you got 1 from that bunch, and then the rest are random. It's really weird. So it's either bugged or the description is just garbage. Just go face. All face. So yeah, the best way to level your people up is to find a bounty where the random ones for the bounty are somebody you're interested in, and you want those people in your group. And so you just play the bounty over and over again, and you can play like a level 10 bounty or some shit. Holy. I don't know if this guy's just on mobile and that's why this is so slow or what, but maybe we're playing against a bot here too. My god. But yes, there's no challenge to it. That's you know, it's just not real fun. Whereas yeah, if you were to buy, it would just give you all these coins kind of randomly. So I think it's like you just want enough to get the heroes, and you could still do that to grind out the heroes, pay the 500 to craft them, and then go and do the same thing again. But yeah, they just added no incentive to make the game difficult. It's, I don't know. I would say it was fun for like the stream. It's, you know, maybe worth like
Do you need a blessing?
play through, what would you even call it? Like, I wouldn't spend any money on it. I couldn't recommend anyone spend money on it. But yeah, play for a day, play for a weekend, something like that. You have a little bit of fun, then you start to see through the cracks very quickly, and it's like, okay. The only way that I think the mode will be good is if somehow the PvP shakes out to be interesting. And it's just too early to tell. I think, yeah, there's people who've played a lot or spent a lot of money, so the matchmaking's a little bit weird. But I'd expect in the next little bit that kind of evens out a bit more too. Okay, I think we Drake here. I really can't tell if this is a bot or a guy. If he trades like that, it's not horrible because you swing and hit. And then if he is like the last guy and just opts to go face, then you can hit and you get a spell power to consecrate to white. Fuck, though. What? You never see that. Okay.
My shield for Argon.
Oh my god. Suddenly spell power consecrate doesn't mean anything. Oh, but he just didn't swing either? What am I playing against today? I didn't see any of that coming. Yeah, what the fuck? Oh, got options. 2 Aldors are okay, but it gives you no follow-up to... Guy's going slow because he's watching the stream. I don't think so. Something weird here. This feels like a bot. Yeah, double Aldor is fine, but it's weak to Doomguard. You take 5, 7. Just got good trades. I'm just trying to figure out Avenging Wrath, especially if I hit there first. I actually think that's probably the line. Oh my god. I mean, I guess it sets up a consecrate, but... yeah, that was bad. But yeah, so we'll see with the whole mercenaries thing. I at least figured, whatever, I dumped a bunch of gold into it all. I'll give it an honest shot to see if there's any kind of end game. But yeah, I wish they made any kind of like PvE end game or something. There's like no incentive to play it on a harder mode or anything. It's it really does just feel like it was, unsurprisingly, you know, streamlined for like the mobile cash grab type economy, and it seems to be all they care about. There's no real good game design decisions that I can see. Alright, forget to swing here too. This is so weird. Like, sometimes you see play like this, but why back to back are we seeing? Very strange. Alright, well, we get to establish a little bit of a board here. I think I'll still save these because I could like drop those with an equality even in the same turn. Yeah, that's the other unfortunate part about Mercenaries. Like, if I do stream any more of it, the only thing that I think is interesting to watch would be the PvP, if it gets kind of ironed out. So there's not even really any point of showing the PvE leveling stuff because there's no challenge to it. It would have to be like the only way you could ever make that work is if you had something else interesting going on. You know, it's the background game to whatever, a podcast or something. Oh no, he's silenced. Do we want that out? Hit, and then you can command or dude, or you can lay on hands.
First kill.
I like commander dude, especially with an equality here. At 11, we're not really at risk of dying here. Yeah, the PvE stuff was... it started out kind of okay. I mean, I think a lot of games have that sort of leveling curve problem where your characters or whatever, like, progress or make the game easier faster than it does for the enemies, and I think part of that's because of variance of player skill and they're trying to adapt to everyone. Part of that is the fact that you can like rotate other characters in and out, that kind of thing, so you know, it's not guaranteed that you would just play with one or the other. Jeez, I mean, we can really do this slowly. I actually think you do. It's like lame as this is. Not sure that you ever make that better there. That's fine. We should be fine no matter what. But yeah, so the game was the most difficult at the start, and then just quickly gets so unbelievably easy. And that's the other thing with the PvP, like the matchmaking or whatever. It also just totally invalidates any sense of progression, because it's like, that's it? What the hell? Do I have lethal? I don't think so, right? Like, I can do this, and this, and there's no way to make it happen, eh? Alright, well, let's just do it like that. But yeah, if it matches the AI to be like exactly, which it did seem to be exactly what you had. So if your guys are level 27, the AI is level 27. As soon as you get items or equipment for your heroes, they've all got one piece of equipment, and it's like, what's the point of progressing if I'm just gonna play against stuff that goes up at my level? It's like either remove progression entirely as a mechanic, or yeah, make it relevant, make it actually matter. I swear, game design is weird nowadays, man. I am just like, okay, it really doesn't matter what you do, man. You're dead. Yeah, I understand that it's just become such a cash grab, like that's pretty clear and obvious, but I just don't understand how it's so bad on top of being a cash grab. Like, that mode actually has real potential. If you put, like, that idea, the core systems, in the hands of people who are just, like, halfway competent, they could find a way to make it fun. You know, like, it tries to do the little, like, Slay the Spire map stuff, and there's, like, random events. There's literally 3 random events I've ever found, and you play, yeah, a game like Slay the Spire, and there's tons. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we want that. This one's always tough as to whether you play anything out, but at least with the Worgen, I can get this out without it getting, like, smacked or taskmastered. Right, decide what we're doing with it later. Given this hand, I think I'm actually going to hero power. Spend 0 time on the visual appeal as well. I've seen a number of people complaining about that. I actually don't even mind. Like, I don't care. It made some portraits and threw them on the board. Yeah. They beat the Warlock? Yes. Yes, after a long and grueling game, we did beat the Warlock. Yeah, I'm fine with things looking a little unpolished or whatever. You know, hell, like I just said, Slay the Spire looks like fucking trash. It's like some guy just drew it. It's not like hand-drawn and terrible. Like it looks like a Flash game or something. But it's fun as hell. Like, that's all that really matters. Do we get this Peacekeeper out? Again, with this hand, I think it's right to apply some pressure. I'm gonna run that in too. You mind it because it doesn't feel immersive? I mean, that's fair. Never played Slay, but I assume it's indie. Yeah, I don't know who made it. I can't remember off the top of my head. Interesting. Yeah, what the company's actually called. But yeah, it's an indie game. It's kind of what you would, what you'd expect from an indie developer. Yeah, it's not to say that visuals like don't play a role in the game. I mean, I love a game that's visually appealing. Oh, now he's got a whirlwind or something. But you know, it's like I can live with something not being all that great if they make up for it in gameplay, you know. I assume it also is pay once and that's it. Yeah, I don't think they added anything else that you have to pay for. It's actually one of the few games that does, like, you could get it in beta or whatever they called it, alpha, you know, one of those early access things. Weird. I've seen that in a couple warrior decks now. It's so strange. But it's one of the few games that actually, like, continued to update and make progress and deliver. And you see so many games do that. It's like, oh, it's in early access, and then 3 years later it's still in early access and it's barely been touched. It's just tough. We got a lot of options. You can Peacekeeper, Consecrate, hit, but then he's got momentum on 8. You can actually Avenging Wrath. You can do it with or without Equality. Things that basically what I would love is the board clear and a Tyrion. We just can't really get that very easily.
I wonder.
I actually think this is the line. There's not going to be a much better case for Consecrate. We got to use the weapon, and then we've got the option of Equality on something big like a Rag, or we can get down Tyrion and it's not too bad against Brawl. Oh, that's interesting too. Those games, you're okay with being kind of visually blah? Get what you pay for it? Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's not to say there's any excuse Blizzard wouldn't at this point make a game that's a little nicer. Yeah, like Undertale. Yeah, I love Undertale. And those are, in all fairness, kind of like stylized graphics, I think. Is this lethal? 9. No, we're 2 off, right? There's no way to get like a cheeky lethal, is there? I'm trying to think if you somehow force Tyrion to die. Just don't see it. I'll do this. Won't hero power for the Brawl. Not really sure what he could follow this up with anyway. Even if he kills the Tyrion there. He heals up, we Avenging Wrath. Well, we'll keep going while we're on this win streak, why not? Hey, what's up, Flash Kit? How's it going? Oh yeah, but at least one of the good things we got, Twitch finally resolved their YouTube export thing, so we got that pathway back working. Doing good, doing good. Happy to be back with Classic. Mercenaries was a fun little experiment, but kind of made me miss playing this, to be honest. Okay, True Silver's very good, and actually Peacekeeper's not bad. God, it's so nice to have like Blessing of Might on an Argent Squire. No, all this, I think this is just all too slow. Like, maybe you keep the True Silver. I'll keep it. It could push damage or it can board clear. But we need some early curve stuff, I think. Fuck. Alright. It is a difficult turn. Very difficult turn. Yeah. Yeah. I think that was a good call, though, to end turn. I don't know, let's think about this one, though. I feel like, no. No, I mean, no. No, we've got 2 mana this turn, so... God, just so much that we could... Yeah, that's right. Oh boy. I mean, I'm thinking... No, you couldn't do that. No. This is... Yeah, there are so many options. That's true. It's a good point, though. In rebuttal to the humming and hawing. Yeah. Okay. Well, interesting. It's weird, though, that they're here. They didn't even hero power last turn. But you can see them hovering over stuff. I don't know if they're just, like, intentionally losing. Let's do this. But if they're intentionally losing, why not just concede? I don't know. So strange. Well, hope you guys enjoy watching the very competitive classic legend grind. You know, we're up against some of the best of the best, really, at this point. You know, top players from the Americas all come here for the hardest game mode to play. You know, difficult to beat the rope timer. Even on the first 5 turns, just, Jesus, what am I doing?
This is my justice.
Oh, God. Then again, it is Miracle Rogue. 6 mana. I feel like he could come back and win this. Well, was a close one. GG. Thanks, man. Thanks. I was holding my breath through that one. But we did squeak it out. You know what would be great is just making a like a guide video for this deck, the Miracle Rogue matchup. I'll take the first 10 minutes of the video to talk about it super seriously, all the things you got to consider, and then I'll just put this game at the end of it.
Uther versus Alfurion.
Alright, well, we win this. We hit the
I will fight with honor.
next rung of this thing. Do you keep the Peacekeeper? I think maybe. Be a lot nicer if we had coin and 4 cards, honestly, but if he pumps out like a Yeti or something, it's kind of a fine answer. Okay. I mean, hero powering on 2 here is really not that bad. But I'm not sure what you do on 3 if he doesn't play anything. Like, say he coin Wild Growth. Or, perhaps, he sits here, doesn't do anything, and then ends turn after the rope.
Time waits for no one.
What is happening today? Like, did everyone forget how to play Hearthstone? I don't understand. This is like 4 incredibly slow opponents. What the fuck are we playing, guys?
Reporting for duty.
Okay, even if he tosses out a golem, I think you run out the Peacekeeper. But if he plays nothing, I don't know if you just hero power. Let's see, we've probably got 10 minutes to think about it. This is, yeah, now I don't think we'd run it out at all. It's like the most druid opening. God. We are sad if he swipes this board, but gotta get those things out at some point. Plus, it's pretty much his whole turn. We've got some other stuff to dish out after. Wouldn't be the worst. Yeah, everyone's wondering today. Okay, decisions to be made. Oh. I think that's just better. I was actually willing to run in the Stormwind Knight and a couple of these. I think that'd be very strong. Now, we've got options here as well, because you could buff, hit, run those in, and try to keep this alive. Such a high chance you get wrathed or swiped. Otherwise, you keep the bubble alive on that. Honestly, I think it's still worth it. You're already weak to swipe if you go the other way. All the same shit applies. If he just doesn't have it, then, I mean, we're golden.
What to do?
Well, how's chat? Anybody else try out, oh, this is good. Anyone else try out Mercenaries? Curious what other people's thoughts are. Like, I know Sakrasta was all big on it. Curious what his thoughts are after a couple days. Yeah, better think long and hard about these two. Just go face.
Time waits for no one.
This is so strange. It's like the most long and deliberate play today. At least that move made sense. Now, I was just going to play the Drake, and the card draw would be nice, but I don't think he's going to have a good answer for a 5/5 either. Right, he probably wants to play like a lore. He might silence it, but even still. Then you got a 2/5, play the Drake next turn. Okay, no lore. I guess you could still innervate it. There we go. There's the silence. There's the hero power hit. We knew this was coming. This is so weird. I can't get over this. Alright. Okay, not too bad. 2 damage to face, still good. Now, we don't have anything that's great at clearing. We can kind of like manage the board okay with these peacekeepers. Gotta be careful with Rag. We keep getting them BGH'd. So I'm like less tempted to run it out unless there's like a huge swing play we can make. But even if you're using these peacekeepers and just leaving a bunch of 1-attack minions on the board, still a problem against Druid with combo. Though having used 1 Force of Nature, I'm a little less worried about the combo. Yeah, I think we do that. Hit there. This is probably one of the better bubble hits you're gonna get. Only real unfortunate thing would be spell power swipe, right? Hits that, brings that to 1, and then hits in. But I don't think it's right to push everything face. Oh, me too, Malfurion, me too. Okay, seems like he doesn't have it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what he's hoping for. Pop down a taunt. Yep. But we could just Peacekeeper and Drake. I don't think this is the Ragnaros play that you're looking for. Oh, a couple times. All right. Well, that's fine. We can deal with them both. But you gotta leave the 1/4 on the board. Does that help at all? 7? Nah. Not really. Probably better for him. Let's see what we get. Alright. I'll do that. Hit. And then I guess the question, do we want to hit there? Because we're doing this. It's like you can kill that off or try to keep them both alive, but they're both injured.
This is my responsibility.
I think it's better to keep something alive with high health, honestly. It's just so hard to deal with multiple things at like 3 and 4 health. Because there's no way to get like double spell power on the board without an innervate, right? You have to like Drake, Thalnos, innervate, swipe, which is a pretty specific combo. Yeah, you were just waiting for that to come.
Where shall I strike?
Okay. 7.
Time waits for no one.
Still short on lethal. As it stands. Don't think it's worth doing equality here unless maybe we get Avenging Wrath or Consecrate. Yeah, so we probably just Protector. He just played the 1 swipe. Feeling pretty good about my chances. So we'll do that. Bonk some stuff. Again, I think you run out the Worgen. He top decks the other swipe. And even then, when else is it going to get value? I really wonder what the hell you're going to do. Like another Force of Nature is a good clear. And then we're maybe looking at lethal with Rag next turn, but there's a lot of good top decks for us as well. Digging with Wrath. Well, I was going to say if he's digging with Wrath, he should hit one of these guys. Earthen, okay. No, I don't think we get lethal, right? You run that in, you do that. 6, 14 with the heal. Now he can BGH, and like I've said, we've been really, really sad from that before, but there's nothing you would land. Oh, wait. But we can equality. Run these in. Oh, yeah. Then that's lethal, right? 4, 8, 11. Yeah, okay. Yeah, don't be silly. I miss a lot of those equality clear lethals, I feel like. I mean, not today. Alright. Well, I mean, we keep winning with this, but win streaks are over. And I just want to play something different, so let's go over to this greedy druid deck, and maybe we'll actually get to play against somebody who isn't just like incredibly slow for once. Maybe they've got like a working internet connection. 2 usable hands? I don't know. Don't feel like it's that odd, but yeah, we haven't used this deck too much on the climb itself, but I quite like it. We had a lot of success with it outside of the climb, so it'd be nice to integrate it in a bit more. Okay. Well, this definitely can be a tough matchup, but if anyone can do it, it is Druid. I'm guessing you throw this away, even with the Wild Growth. Let me just think. You coin, Wild Growth. You're on 4. Yeah, because you're still looking for like Keeper and Swipe. If you could get anything at 4, it'd be great. Molten Giant's actually fine, especially with Mark. Do you ever hero power this? Oh wow. I don't think so. God, I don't know. If you coin hit hero power next turn, Wild Growth. Actually, I think you do. The only way that it ends up being better to Wild Growth, I think, is if you draw one of your 4s. Which is a 4 out of 25 to hit. Otherwise, you're still playing Wild Growth on 2. Like, obviously, you can end up taking damage and be okay because of the Molten, but God, even here, you'd have to think about hero power, hey? Yeah, I guess we do this. We want growth Nourish is kind of an odd one. I feel like we're just probably not going to utilize it. I'm certainly not game planning around it. Now we'll start taking damage and just live with it, I think. Oh, but there's the keeper. Ah. Maybe you just don't still. Maybe. It doesn't matter. I'm really not sure if I'm doing this right. Kind of seems like we're doing fine though. Still don't want to get that out. Now this is beneficial because of the ancient. We want to proc explosive before he gets a bow. Okay, it's probably a misdirect then.
To my side.
Alright, now we can Keeper and Molten. Which is a little awkward, assuming this is a misdirect. But we're okay to do this, even with no taunt, and then heal off of that next turn. Right, like I think we want to swing, whether it hits face or the Molten, whatever. Potentially even one of his minions. Do we actually want to play the lore first? Like, obviously you don't swing with this. This gives you 1 and 2 to hit there or there. God, but Mark is really important here. Like, really important. Because, like, this heals 5, but it allows him to swing face for 3. So you're getting 2, but then any charges that come in. Ooh, it's very tough. But then you get to set up a nice 2-turn lethal. Maybe it's not Mark, maybe it's Drew to the Claw. That's 10, 11,
Time waits for no one.
2, 4, 6. This prevents 3, but it lets you get 1 through the hero power. So you do that. You hope it hits like there, maybe? Oh, it's a freeze. Okay. That's fine. I guess the only problem is, we're not the only problem, because now we don't have the damage. 12, 14, 16, shit. But, Owl, right? Owl's a problem. Meaning Mark would have been better. You push 2 more damage, he's at 18. Then you got 14 on the board. Yeah. That was the play. That was the play. Very low chance we win this now. Would we have been dead anyway? I think so. Yeah, because he could have done that, kill command hero power, so we would have been dead anyway. But that was a better play for sure, especially if we knew it was freezing. Oh well, a fast game, I'll take it. I'm not sure if we played that opening correctly. We were maybe overly conservative. Yeah, feels wrong to not ever play Wild Growth as fast as you possibly can, but Certainly a lot easier to commit to that when you got follow-up for managing the board. Holy crap, though. Speaking of ramp, do you keep that? You coin wild growth, then you're at 3, you innovate, nourish, and then you play lore for draw. Isn't that like the ideal opening? Uh-oh. Are we back to this? This is actually crazy. This is actually crazy. There's no way. I don't know. Maybe he was just in the washroom or something. Next turn will go faster. Let's see. It's looking better. He's looking at his cards now. Okay. No way that he catches up here, right? Almost nobody else runs Nourish. Or I never see it.
What to do?
Okay.
Truth is my shield.
Sunwalker. We've really got to fight for the board, and this is an okay silence target. It's not a great one. As he hits. It's actually tough. I guess then it lets you run out the lore instead of the war. Oh, gotta remember to swing face. If he hits, yeah, I doubt you'd ever Drake, but maybe do that instead of that. I don't know. Let's see. Thing is, I kind of like saving one of these if he runs Sylvanas. Yeah, I'm thinking the draw here is more important than the taunt. He's got like an okay time clearing it. Well, Giant's good, but yeah.
Job done.
Okay. Yeah, these rags are always tricky. Swipe here down. Cause yeah, if rag hits it, it's okay. You do have 2 Moltons. Ancient of War is less mana efficient, but how much do we care about that? You could also, like, Nourish and Drake, but I think Nourish might be better with the card draw, especially with the Moltons. It's a pretty early time for him to have BGH, though. I feel like this is an okay risk to take. Like, he's so early in his deck. And you're probably not keeping that in your opening.
I have no time for games.
So there's the Sylvanas, yeah. Tis the issue. Well, let's just hope this is a sniper rag. Probably good. I mean, he gets to bump, like he can hit, bump, he guaranteed takes it. But then we're actually not in the worst spot. Naturalize and will be low enough for Moltons, which we can't yet taunt, but depending on what else he does, like if he has a charger or something, I don't know, if he does any more damage, we could actually fish for our Sun Fury, or even Mark. Try to plop down both the Moltons. That all makes sense. Yeah, that's what we expect. But what now?
Time waits for no one.
Okay, not too bad. I might even dig with the Nourish first. So we could get like a swipe or something, so we don't have to naturalize, but let's see here. We could also do some weird shit. You could like naturalize, Drew to the Claw, run in. See, that ends up not being that great either. Naturalize Ancient of War is okay. See, the thing is, we're vulnerable to combo. Okay, one second. My cat is being a bad cat. I can hear it. Be right back. Can't stay off that kitchen counter. Alright, so I think this is okay. If he like silences with a keeper, then goes face, it'll lower this cost even more. Otherwise we can drop 2 taunts, we could potentially charge, all kinds of things. Gonna heal with a lore or something? So lore or a Farseer. I'm gonna guess a lore because that put him below 7. And then this looks like he's just setting up for spooky combo. Okay, we could get really cheeky, but I don't think we need to. Because if we hero power hit and damage ourselves, we can actually play stuff out, but I don't think we want to. We're 2 damage off. Let's just play it nice and slow. Big taunt wall. I think it's like impossible to break through. Yeah, it's also not that helpful if we do that, because the armor, it's only going to drop the cost by 1 if we run into that dude. Okay. Well, with that gone, He can only take out 2. Oh. Oh, he's got a naturalize. Whoa. Alright. I really want that Sun Fury, though. Because now we're in 0 cost Molten range. Cat is crazy. Oh my god. This is so crazy, because if we get down to Sunwalker, we're like maybe okay, but not necessarily. What would we do? Okay, if we play Sunwalker, we play the Moltens. You armor up. I guess we know he doesn't have combos. You're probably fine. So you might as well dig with this, because I think if you dig with that, you're left with 5 and you don't drop a taunt. It's too risky. This could actually give us some good stuff. And we can still do everything we want. Alright, well.
Time waits for no one. For the wild.
Like, I guess it's right to hit one of those. I don't think it matters. He's already used both Savage Roars. I think it's unlikely he's got anything left to buff these, but who knows? And then, yeah, we shouldn't die from 9. He's already used 1 swipe, so not like you can spell power double swipe face or something.
I can see.
Nice. Very nice. Alright, gotta win with that deck. Something different. It's been slow games today. It's kind of draining, so I think I'm going to call it there. We only got in a handful, but it actually climbed up a decent amount. Still definitely planning on hitting Legend sometime here in the next little bit. Yeah, I think that's going to be the main focus of the streams for the next bit. Pretty unlikely we'll do much, if any, more mercenaries on. Kind of like I talked about. Little stale, and if we do get into some PvP, probably just going to dabble a bit. And yeah, that might come like at the end of one of these streams or something like that. But yeah, I think that's going to be it. If we try to get back to any of that Diablo stuff, I might end up doing like a second stream. Could be today, could be any one of these other days. But I think we're just going to stick with Classic pretty much every day till we hit Legend, and then we'll start to mix things up a little bit more. So it's a current plan anyway. As always, stuff changes. Never know with me. But yeah, appreciate everyone watching on Twitch, on YouTube. Enjoy the rest of your nights, and I'll see you another time.